But first, Scott McIntyre has been speaking with Australia defender Lucas Neill and began by asking for his thoughts on who's Hiddings' likely replacement.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the next manager of Australia. I think he's massive shoes to fill. An extraordinary person, Gus Hiddink. Tactically amazing. Made huge decisions in big pressure situations, which I like because he wanted to make a difference. He backed himself, and the lucky so-and-so was always proving himself right. So phenomenal guy, really good, prepared for everything, made sure the team was prepared for everything, asked and answered the questions at the same time, and made you go out feeling very confident, and very sad for him to give his final speech. He touched on the fact it was a very unique experience. I hope he doesn't mind me saying so, that over his long career this was a very unique experience for him, and he felt very Australian and very touched by the squad that he was with. And whoever inherits this squad, which I feel is quite talented, it might lose one or two, but I'm sure there's a few around the corner that are going to kick on now from what we've achieved. So the future's bright for our team, and the fact that we've been linked to some of the biggest managers in world football at the moment is great. Gerard Houllier, who you spoke of, is, from Harry's opinion, an excellent manager, and his record in France for the last couple of years is nothing but success. So like Gus, successful managers breed successful teams and ooze confidence into teams, and if that be the case, then that's great for the team.
Graham Arnold's spoken quite publicly, and Hus has as well, about the need to continue perhaps the Dutch link with the Socceroos job.
Yeah, I think that's because we'd all be quite comfortable with that. Certainly just from working with Gus, if they're all like him, then we won't be far away. But again, it's out of our control. Whoever gets the job, you just do what you're told, really. No matter where he's from in the world. I'd like to think it got to the stage where we're talking about Australian managers who are as good as the Dutch, or as good as Gerard Houllier, or as good as English managers, and we're keeping it in-house and keeping it all Australian. But for now, we're going to have to rely on the more high-profile people in the world, which seem to be coming from different corners of the world rather than Australia. So let's hope that not only are we trying to improve as a nation as players, we're trying to improve as a nation as managers and coaches, so that for the next couple of years the good coaches of Australia are starting to get names to themselves as well.
Is Graham Arnold up to the job full time? Yeah,
there's a role for him in the team. It's only that Frank Lowy's gone on record to say that he wants to bring in the better known, the bigger names of the world in managers, which is why, unfortunately for Graham Arnold, he wouldn't fit that criteria without even having to look into his CV. He just doesn't tick Frank Lowy's boxes. But I'm sure there's a role for him, because he was a great link between the players and the manager in the World Cup, and he certainly has the ear of the players. So I hope if a new manager came in and it wasn't Graham Arnold, that Graham Arnold would still find himself with the squad, because he is an Aussie and he knows what it means to be an Aussie, and after the experience he's gained in the World Cup, he can only improve as well as a coach.
And in the second part of that interview, to be shown in tomorrow night's World Cup show, Lucas Neill reveals his hopes for the Australia captaincy and gives a fascinating insight into life inside the Socceroos camp.